Good day. Well, it's springtime, so let's have a spring book haul coming right up here on Drew's Book Reviews. Good day, and welcome to another episode of Drew's Book Reviews. Today we are doing my spring book haul. So this is actually going to be a small book haul, so not a whole lot of books as I haven't bought a lot in the last couple of months, but we're going to do a spring book haul. But of course, before we get into the books I bought over the last 3 months, January, February, and March, make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, join me on my Discord, join me on my Patreon, and join me over on bookstagram as well. All that will be linked below. I post videos every single Friday here on the channel, so hit that like button, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I post new bookish content. So let's talk about my spring book haul. So these are the books that I have purchased or acquired over the months of January, February, and March. So let's take a look into that. It is primarily science fiction and fantasy, didn't really get much in the way of non-fiction or general fiction this time around, but hey, you don't never know. Maybe I'll pick up more of that on the next book haul, but let's talk about it. So one of the ones that I got was The Never-Ending Story. So this is actually, of course, considered a classic. I've never read it, I've seen the movie, but I've never actually read the book itself. So I decided to pick up The Never-Ending Story, Michael Ende, translated by Ralph Manheim. So I liked the movie. I remember watching the movie as a kid and really liking it, being one of my favorite movies. Now, of course, when I first saw the movie, I didn't know that it was based off of a book. But of course, now I know that. And I don't mean like now as an adult, I knew that. I've known that for a while, but I'm really glad that I had the opportunity to buy this book, and it'll be interesting to see what my thoughts are on the actual book. Now, I've heard that the movie's quite a bit different from the actual book, so I'm looking forward to seeing how the book plays out compared to the movie itself. Now, it'll probably be quite a while till I actually get to The Never-Ending Story, but this is one of the books that I picked up, and I'm looking forward to reading this book. Should be a good read. I mean, I did enjoy the movie quite a bit. One of the other books that I picked up was Stephen King's Salem's Lot. I actually picked this up because I heard Bookish Jazz talking about it and how it's important to read this before reading the Dark Tower series, because there's a lot of spoilers for Salem's Lot within the Dark Tower. So I thought, well, I should pick up Salem's Lot. Now, I'm not usually a big Stephen King fan myself, but I do have The Gunslinger, the first book in the Dark Tower series. And I'm not typically a big Stephen King fan, and I've read a few of his books, but haven't really gotten into his writing. But, you know, BookTube seems to be really into Stephen King over the last little while. So I figured, why not? I'm going to take a look at this. We're going to see if I could actually get into Stephen King and read more of his stuff. So yeah, Salem's Lot is one of the ones that I picked up. One of the other books acquired over the last couple months is Gurzel. So this was sent to me by Anonymous, and Gurzel was a fantastic read. Check out my review. I'm not sure if the review for this is posting before or after this video, but either way, if it hasn't posted yet, make sure you hit that bell notification so you know when it does. And if it has posted, I'll have it linked in the description below. But anyway, Gurzel. This was sent to me by Anonymous. I really enjoyed the read. It really was a good read, and I really enjoyed it, so thank you for that. Historical fantasy mixed with myth, legend, and historical context with history mixed into the mix, which I thought was a really cool way to write a book, and it was just so well written. I highly recommend that. One of the other books I picked up was A Memory Called Empire by Arkady Martine. So this is a book that I saw reviewed over on Words and Time channel, and I absolutely loved what Words and Time had to say about this. So when I saw his review on this, I thought, wow, that sounds like a really cool book, and I just decided to go pick it up. Check it out. I believe this is the first in a duology. Maybe Words and Time, you could comment to tell me if I'm right on that, because I know you've read this. I think it's a duology, but anyway, A Memory Called Empire is one of the ones that I had picked up, and I look forward to getting to this eventually. All these books, of course, are way down my TBR, so who knows when I'll actually get to them. Some of the other books that I picked up were by Django Wexler. Ashes of the Sun. So this is the first book in Burning Blade and Silver Eye series. I'm not sure how many will actually be in this series. I've got the first two at least so far. So starting with Ashes of the Sun being the first one. So Django Wexler wrote the Shadow Campaign series, which I actually have a video on the Shadow Campaigns. So check that out. I'll try to remember to put that in the cards and link it below for the Shadow campaigns. But Django Wexler, he wrote the Shadow campaign book series that I really enjoyed, and I've got a video series on that. So I thought I'd check this one out, Ashes of the Sun. And then that was followed up by book 2 of Burning Silver and Silver Eye, Blood of the Chosen. So we'll see if this series is better or worse than the Shadow campaigns. Who knows? I did enjoy the Shadow campaigns. Well, I wouldn't say Django Wexler is my favorite fantasy author of all time. He's definitely one that I do enjoy, and I'm looking forward to reading more of his works. So there you have it, Ashes of the Sun and Blood of the Chosen. Pick those ones up. I also picked up by James S.A. Corey, Memories Legion. So this is a interplanetary adventure written the way it ought to be, according to George R.R. Martin. But this is basically the collection of the Expanse short stories, or the whole Expanse universe and series. So I picked that up. I'm looking forward to getting to that eventually, probably sometime next year at this rate, but I will definitely get to Memories Legion eventually from the Expanse story, the complete Expanse story collection. So I've heard some good things about this. A lot of people have talked about it and enjoyed it. The Expanse is definitely one of my favorite science fiction series ever written. Hands down, I could absolutely say that. So I'm looking forward to getting to the short story collection, Memories Legion. And then the last book that I picked up on this book haul was a book by Chris Hadfield, The Apollo Murders. So this is one that I saw on the shelf when I was at the bookstore, and I thought, wait a minute, Chris Hadfield, that same guy that was commander of the space station, he wrote a sci-fi fiction book? I had to go and pick that up. So Chris Hadfield, The Apollo Murders, I picked this up. I saw it on the shelf and I thought, that's going to be cool. This guy's been in space. He knows how it works. He's going to write an interesting book, I have no doubt. I really enjoyed his writing from his other book, An Astronaut's Guide to Life. Well, that one was non-fiction. This one is fiction. We'll see how his science fiction writing goes. The idea being Apollo 18, which never actually happened, so it is his alternative history of the space race, I guess is a good way to put it, and the conflict that brews between America and other global superpowers during the space race. So this should be an interesting read. I'm really looking forward to this. Chris Hadfield's The Apollo Murders. So there you have it. There is my spring book haul. These are the books that I've picked up, so let me know in the comments down below. Have you read any of these books? Do you think you might read any of these books? What do you think? What have you gotten recently on your recent book hauls? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. Also, you can tell me on the Discord as well. I'll have that link below. Follow me on Bookstagram. Join me over on the Patreon as well. Check all that out. And, as always, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, keep on reading. Bye.